All right, my friends. So you guys saw in all those awesome underwater pictures that we just looked at that we are going to draw our own sea creature today. And we are going to be drawing a sea turtle, which is my favorite sea animal. So I'm going to have my paper sitting this way, kind of going side to side. You can have it vertical if you want. I find it a little harder to fit the turtle on there. So to start off, I don't know why I have my pencil. I need my marker so you guys can see it. You guys are working in pencil. But to start off, we're going to start with our sea turtle's head. So for the head, I'm going to kind of come over here about the middle, a little towards the top of my paper. And I am going to draw a big kind of upside down U shape, almost like I was going to draw a circle, but then I stopped before I closed it up. So kind of like a sideways letter C right there, a backwards one. Then I am going to come through, I'm going to draw his eyes. So I'm going to draw two big circles in my sea turtle's head. Sorry guys, trying to zoom in so you can see it the best you can. And then I am going to draw, because I'm going to draw it like my turtle's looking where he's going. So right at the top here, I'm going to draw a little black spot. I'm going to kind of draw a curved line right in the eye and then fill in that bottom section. Then I'm going to give two little dots at the end for his nose. So it looks like he's looking out forward to where he's swimming to, because we're kind of looking at the top of him as he's swimming across our paper. Next, we are going to draw his shell. So for the shell, I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to draw a big U shape that comes right across the back of the head and then comes down like that for the top of my shell. So I'm kind of drawing another of that C shape. This time I'm just doing it a lot bigger. And then I'm going to repeat that again, but this time I'm going to go upside down. So I'm going to come this way. So right where these start, right where this meets here, I'm going to do another U shape that's going to come around and meet back. So I should have a big circle or oval for my sea turtle shell. Then I'm going to draw the pattern that is on my sea turtle shell. So coming right here, I'm going to kind of draw it out a side here so you can see right in the middle. Right here, I'm going to draw an arrow or like an upside down V, like it's pointing right to my turtle's head. And then across that, I'm going to draw another V or arrow that looks like it's pointing to my turtle's back. And then I am going to draw a straight line that connects those lines together. From there, at each one of these little points, I am going to draw a line from the point until it touches the shell. So I'm going to go from the top, from the bottom, and then from those corners right at the sides. Good. So, and remember guys, at any point, if you need to pause the video, pause it, rewind it, rewatch it, whatever you need to, because I know some of these steps can get a little confusing or I might go too fast for you. Now we're going to draw his flippers. So he has two big front flippers and two slightly smaller back flippers. So I'm going to come here right next to the shell, right by the head. I'm going to draw a line out like that. And then it's going to curve down like that. It's going to be kind of like a V shape, but it's a little rounded. It's not super pointy. Then I'm going to make a U shape on the end. And then I'm going to follow that back in. So I'm going to go back up like I just did, and then curve it and come back to the shell. And I'm going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come out. I'm going to curve around, make my U shape, and then come back and curve to the shell. Then for the back flippers, these ones are a little simpler. I am just going to make kind of a long U shape for each one of his little flippers at the back. And then we're just going to do a teeny tiny little V or a little triangle right at the back for the tail. Good. So now what I'm going to do that I have my turtle all drawn is I am going to work on drawing the ocean behind him. So I'm going to come down to the bottom here and I'm going to draw some sand. That's down at the bottom of the ocean under all the water. So just a wavy line across the bottom of my paper. I'm going to draw some little bubbles that are coming out of my turtle's mouth. So to do that, I'm just going to draw some circles that kind of get smaller and smaller, like they're coming out of his mouth. And then you can choose what you want to do for your other details. So I am asking that everybody includes at least 3 other details on their picture. Whether you want to draw some fish that are swimming around him, if you want to draw some seashells or sea stars, seaweed coming up off the ground here. But I want you to draw a few more ocean details. So you can either follow along with me here, or you can go back and look at some of those ocean pictures from the front or from the first few slides of our Nearpod. I'm going to draw some jellyfish because did you guys know that a jellyfish is one of a sea turtle's favorite foods to eat? So I'm going to draw some jellyfish swimming around like he is looking for some food. And when you are all done, you can go ahead and start coloring in your awesome ocean.